You're in an interview, and the hiring manager leans in and asks, "What interests you most about this role?" In that moment, your answer can either sound like a bland cliche or clearly show them why you're the right person to hire. In this video, I'll break down exactly what recruiters are really listening for, how to research the role, and how to craft a strong, specific answer that sets you apart from other candidates. Let's start with why recruiters ask this question. They're not just making small talk. They want to know 3 things. First, motivation. Do you actually want this job, or are you just applying everywhere? Second, fit. Do you understand what the role involves and how you'd contribute? Third, alignment. Does what excites you about the role match what the team actually needs? A strong answer shows you've done your homework, you get the role, and you're genuinely interested, not just in a paycheck, but in the work itself. When they ask, "What interests you most about this role?" hiring managers are really testing your understanding and clarity. Do you understand the day-to-day responsibilities, not just the job title? Can you clearly explain why those responsibilities appeal to you? And can you connect that to your skills and experience? They're also checking for authenticity. If your answer sounds generic, they'll assume you give the same response to every company. If it's specific and thoughtful, they'll see you as prepared, intentional, and serious about this opportunity. To give a great answer, you need real substance behind it. Start with research. First, carefully read the job description. Look for key responsibilities, repeated skills, and phrases like, "You will be responsible for," or "in this role you will." Second, scan the company's website, especially the About page, mission, values, and any recent news or blog posts. Third, check their LinkedIn page or social channels to understand their products, services, and tone. As you do this, write down what genuinely catches your attention. The type of work, the problems they're solving, the tools they use, or the impact the team is making. Now take what you found and ask yourself, what actually excites me here? Maybe it's the chance to own a specific type of project, to work with certain tools or technologies, to collaborate with a particular kind of team, or to contribute to a mission you care about. Your answer doesn't need to cover everything. Pick 2 or 3 aspects that are truly meaningful to you. The more specific and genuine you are, the more convincing you'll sound. Next, connect your interests to your skills. Look at the core responsibilities in the job description and ask, where have I done something similar before? What strengths do I have that would help me succeed here? Then, pick 1 or 2 concrete examples, projects you've led, problems you've solved, or results you've driven. When you answer the question, you'll not only say what interests you, but also why you're well suited for those parts of the role. For example, if the role involves managing campaigns, you might connect that to a campaign you've already improved. If it's a technical role, you might link it to a complex system or feature you built. Hiring managers love when your answer sounds like, "I'm especially interested in X responsibility because in my last role I did Y and achieved Z." That combination of interest plus evidence makes your answer both personal and persuasive. Your answer shouldn't just be about the tasks. It should also show why this company is the right place for you to do that work. Think about what you've learned from their mission, values, and culture. Maybe you're drawn to their focus on innovation, their commitment to customers, or their emphasis on learning and growth. Mention 1 or 2 specific aspects of the company that resonate with you and connect them to how you like to work. This shows that you're not just interested in any role. You're interested in this role at this company. Finally, include how this role fits into your long-term growth and the impact you want to make. Employers like to see that the position makes sense in your career story. You might say you're excited to deepen a particular skill, to move into leadership over time, or to broaden your experience in a new industry. The key is to frame growth in terms of value. How developing in this role will help you contribute more to the team and the organization. Here's a simple framework you can use to structure your answer. Part 1, the role. Briefly mention 1 or 2 core responsibilities that interest you most and why. Part 2, your fit. Connect those responsibilities to your relevant skills and past experiences. Part 3. The company and future. Add what excites you about the company and how the role aligns with your long-term goals. Think of it as role, fit, future. You can turn that framework into a simple sentence starter. For example, what interests me most about this role is, then mention the key responsibility, because it would allow me to then explain how you'd use a specific skill. I'm also excited about, then tie in the company or team. Finally, you can add, this role is a great next step for me because, and connect it to your career goals. Use this as a base and customize the details to your situation. Let's look at a marketing example. You might say, what interests me most about this role is the opportunity to own multi-channel campaigns from strategy through execution. In my current role, I led a cross-channel campaign that increased qualified leads by 30%, and I really enjoyed analyzing performance data to optimize our messaging. I'm also excited about joining a company that's known for its data-driven approach to marketing and its focus on customer education. This role feels like a strong next step where I can deepen my campaign strategy skills while contributing to a brand whose mission I genuinely believe in. For a software engineering role, you could say, what interests me most about this role is the chance to work on scalable back-end systems that support a high-traffic product. In my last position, I designed and implemented a new API that reduced response times by 40% and made it easier for other teams to integrate with our service. I enjoy solving performance and reliability challenges, and I see that as a key focus of this team. I'm also drawn to your culture of code review and continuous learning, which matches how I like to grow as an engineer and contribute to the team's overall quality. For a customer service position, you might say, what interests me most about this role is the opportunity to be the first point of contact for customers and help turn challenging situations into positive experiences. In my previous role, I regularly handled high-volume calls and consistently maintained a high satisfaction score by really listening and offering clear, practical solutions. I'm especially drawn to your company's reputation for going above and beyond for customers, and I'm excited about contributing to a team that values empathy, patience, and continuous improvement in the service experience. As you shape your answer, avoid a few common mistakes. First, being vague, saying things like it just seems interesting without any specifics. Second, being generic, giving an answer that could apply to any role at any company. Third, being only self-focused, talking only about what you'll gain, like learning or growth, without mentioning the value you'll create for the team. Instead, be specific, tailored, and balanced between your interests and the company's needs. Now it's your turn. Take a moment to draft your own answer. Step 1. Write down 2 or 3 specific aspects of the role that genuinely interest you. Step 2. Next to each one, add a short note about a skill or past experience that connects to it. Step 3. Finally, add 1 or 2 points about the company or team that you're excited about and how this role supports your long-term growth. Read it out loud and refine it until it feels clear, confident, and authentic. The more you practice now, the more natural it will sound in the actual interview. To wrap up, remember, this question is your chance to show that you understand the role, that you've done your research, and that you're genuinely excited to contribute. Focus on what interests you most about the work itself. Back it up with relevant experience, and connect it to the company and your future growth. If you prepare a thoughtful, tailored answer in advance, you'll walk into your next interview with confidence. Good luck, you've got this.